Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's collectively bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into Bandhan. So we're going to put a little bit of attention on our agya, and the fact that soon it's going to be Easter, Puja. Nothing too fierce for this time of the morning, but I thought we could all collectively say the Lord's Prayer in English together, and after that listen to the Lord's Prayer in Syrian and Aramaic, or Aramaic, my apologies, Aramaic language, which is one of my favourite renditions of this. So let's start with the English. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen.
The resurrection of Christ. And also to thank Him for giving us an ideal life of a saint who has to work for the benevolence of the whole world. We talk of Christ, we sing of Sri Ganesha, we say we believe in him, especially Sahajogis, feel he is the eldest brother that they have. And a tremendous surrender I find among Western Sahajogis especially for Christ. Because they were born in Christian religion, perhaps maybe, or maybe that they found Christ's life a very special one. But to Sahaja, he has to be much more than that. And to you Sahajogis, many people believe in many deities. Like some believe in Shri Krishna, some in Shri Rama, some in Buddha, some in Mahavira, and some in Christ. All over the world. They do believe in some higher being. But this belief is without the connection to begin with, and becomes a kind of a falsehood that they think that Christ belongs to them, Rama belongs to them, or Shri Krishna belongs to them. That they are the possessors of all these deities because they have obliged of believing into. And that is how most of the faiths have come. And though they ardently believe in Christ, all these faiths have failed. Because when they believed in Christ, they believed that through Christ they can get their checks cashed. It was like a bank. We pray to God, you get me all right. Then get my mother all right, my father all right, my sister all right. Get me so much money, get me so much wealth, or health, or anything. Thinking that because we believe in Christ, He is so obliged that He has to pay for it. He has to look after us. And that we are rightful possessors of His blessings. Then they form churches, temples, mosques, clubs, believing that now we belong to Christ. All this group is a special chosen one, or we belong to Rama, or to Krishna, or to someone like that. And to whomsoever they may belong, the one to whom they belong does not know anything about them. Christ has said, you'll be calling me Christ, Christ, I won't recognize you. It's a big warning to people who say we believe in Christ. So, without the connection, if you believe in someone, it has no meaning. It's just like some sort of a mythical, romantic idea that another person whom you believe in has a special relationship with you. So this assurance that I believe into something, or this assumption that I believe into something, because I believe into something, I have every right to get all the blessings that I ask for, is a myth, as you must have realized after Sahaja. But when you become a Sahajogi, then you have got your connection with all of them and with Christ. But this connection, again, in a subtle way, is the same style. For example, what we try to do is to ask again that this should be done, that should be done. My agya is caught up, mother, please clear it out. Or, I've got headache, so please put it right. Because you believe in Sahaja, you expect Sahaja to feel obliged. That see now, they believe in me, but it's such a great obligation. So Sahaja must do something for you. Whether you do anything for Sahaja is not important. Only because you believe in Sahaja. Because Sahaja has given you realization, so Sahaja has every obligation that it should look after. I'm in Sahaja still, why should I suffer? I'm in Sahaja, why should my mother not be all right? I'm in Sahaja as if sort of a organization where you have paid money or something and you are supposed to get all the rewards. But now let us see, after Sahaja, what should be our attitude, which is same. The first is that now I am a Sahaja. And now I am connected to Christ. So, what is my responsibility? Christ felt responsible for the whole world. He is described in the Devi Purana as the support of the whole universe. As soon as you are connected with Christ, the whole attitude has to change. So, to be connected with Christ means, what are the qualities of Christ you have imbibed within yourself? That's the minimum of minimum. What did you get out of his life? Is it that he has cured people, all right, so you should get cured? He gave eyes to people, so you must get your eyes back. Do you mind removing this? Or is it that his life, which you have enshrined, should also make you something that could be enshrined, that could be respected, that could be called as a reflection of Christ's life? Now let us see his life, what kind of a life he led. We read Bible, we carry Bible everywhere, and even I saw the Bible in the hotel as if it's a part of the thing, like a soap is kept in Bible. Of course I read it, I don't know how many read it. But then it doesn't become to say you are a Sahajogi if through his connection you have not received any one of his qualities. For example, this is now connected to the mains, so you are getting electricity through it. This doesn't give electricity to the mains, but it receives. So you have to receive something from him. And what you have to receive is the qualities that he had. You might say, because Mother, he was divine. He was the Son of God. But he was also son of his mother. And you are also son of your mother. So mediocrity in our character cannot say that we are connected with Christ because there is no energy of Christ flowing in you. When the energy of Christ flows to you, you express it. Like yesterday the gentleman was playing, and I think the power of Saraswati started flowing in him. And how beautifully he played. He couldn't control his fingers. He said, it's all happening here, I don't know how. So throughout, if you see his life, he was a person who was all the time bothered about the benevolence of the world. How clearly he went and talked to the priests and told them that you don't understand me because you're blind. He told them that he knows his father and his father knows him, but you do not know me nor you know your father. So openly, blatantly, he was talking. He was not afraid that he will go to jail. He was not afraid that by saying such a thing, the ego of others will be challenged. Because he was not pretentious. He was not doing something that was not truthful. He was telling the truth. And truth has that capacity to express itself through your personality. But do we really believe in ourselves? Do we really believe that we are Sahajogis? That we can talk to people as Christ could talk to them? At a very young age of 12 years, he could go and talk to the priests. What courage! There was no need for him. He should have really got married, like Sahajogis do, and settled down with his wife and children nicely. Because the main headache for Sahajogis seems to be the marriage and their children. He never married. He was so precious that he didn't want to waste his time with these things. He died so young, he knew he had to die. So, in his life, you see, he was not a mundane type of personality, not mundane, not ordinary. I mean, he spoke with such confidence, with such knowledge of truth that people did believe him, had to believe. They couldn't help it. This power you too have, and you can do the same. But the way he used his power, why can't we use? Because we are not intense about it. Our attention is on something else, which is quite frivolous, which is useless. All right, we are Sahajogis. So what do we think? First thing we'll think, now today is a puja, what should I wear? Then I haven't yet pressed my clothes, or my sari is not all right. I have to match it, and how to dress up. All these frivolous things first come to our house, our brain. Or in the morning when you get up in your ashrams or anywhere, what do you think? If it was Christ, he would say, I'm sleeping still. I have to meditate. I have to be one with the divine.
We'll have a silent meditation.
forgiveness. Avahanam na janami tavarchanam pujang chaiva na janami kshamyatam parameshwari mantrahinam kriyahinam bhaktihinam sureshwari yat pujitam maya devi paripurnam tadastu me gatam papam gatam dukkham gatam daridryameva cha agatam paramachaitanyam punyoham tava darshanat anyatha sharanam nasti tvameva sharanam mama tasmat karunya bhavena raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari raksha raksha parameshwari aparadha sahasrani kriyante harnisham maya dasoyamiti mam matva kshamasva parameshwari kshamasva parameshwari kshamasva parameshwari.
Jai Shri Mataji. Thank you all for joining us. When you're ready to finish your meditation, please bow down to Shri Mataji, raise your Kundalini and put yourself into Bandhan. Wishing you all a wonderful day ahead. Jai Shri Mataji.